What's that?
Yeah.
Hi!
Let's move. Job is done!
Stay with me.
Thanks.
Leaving so soon?
Too easy!
Well done! You defeated it.
I can see why you're in such demand. All right, we're on our way.
focus here. How about this? Let's do this! How about this?
And purple glue piece. I didn't know you were streaming.
Let's head here.
In case it's needed.
Let's head here.
We need to do more lurid later tonight so you can try and get your desperation talisman.
In case it's needed.
Are you on mute?
This is where we hunt.
Let's do this.
In case it's needed. In case it's needed.
Maybe not.
Enjoy your hunts, I'll check on you later.
Let's head here. Let's move.
Let's do this! Time to move.
Time to move.
Here we hunt.
This is where we hunt.
That will be useful.
That should do it. Time to move.
In case it's needed.
Makes life easier. How about this?
we hunt.
How about this?
That will be useful.
This is where we hunt.
Here we hunt. That will be useful. Here we hunt.
This is where we hunt.
Yeah.
Even better. Even better. That will be useful. Great.
Damage done! Too easy!
Time to move. Drop down.
Too easy!
Go, man.
How about this?
This one here.
Makes life easier.
Here we hunt.
Time to move.
Send range!
Damage done.
It's over. Oh man.
Well, well. Again we meet. It seems you have a knack for cheating death. As a hunter, I see you have grown. The fire in your eyes burns stronger now. Fitting that our paths cross here, in the sacred land of the ancient hunters. Traces of their aspirations remain, both within you and without. Once it was so that hunters were born here, raised here, and would die on this soil. But in time, they expanded their horizons, crossing the sea to Azma. But that migration was only possible with the power of Karakuri. With the knowledge and technology possessed only by those hunters of old. Sadly, all that was no longer is. The haven the hunters built for themselves in Azma was washed away by the rain of 1,000 days. A great flood that covered all the land. What few hunters survived dispersed northward or westward, taking with them what little knowledge remained of Karakuri. All that was left behind crystallized to become the seed. So you see, all that was left behind now exists within you. You need only hunt, and trust that in so doing, the seed will soon grow.
Over there! Look! Oi!
Sorry to keep you. Your successful defeat of the kimono means we can proceed with the... Oh. What's wrong? Really? I haven't seen anyone. This place is far too dangerous for most. Anyway, never mind. Let's get on with the plan. You remember we discussed how you're enabled to conjure and command Karakuri anywhere you like? Well, the reason for that is intimately tied to a form of energy known as celestial thread. Think about when you create... Don't they? That is celestial thread. It's the motive force behind all Karakuri. If there isn't enough of it, Karakuri can't operate. The larger and more complex the Karakuri, the more celestial thread is required to power it. You've probably noticed already as you've been walking around that these ruins appear to be some kind of giant Karakuri. We can only imagine that at one time it was functioning as intended until, for some reason, the celestial thread here dried up and it ground to a halt.
For some reason. Due to stagnation of ki in the ground, perhaps?
Precisely. Ki and celestial thread are essentially the same thing. The ki here is not flowing. Fix that, and these ruins should come alive. Legend tells that this place is actually an elaborate machine used to divert celestial thread to another location. And I'm sure by now you can deduce what location that is. Yes! Minato! Which means that if we're successful here, all the Karakuri that have been gathering dust in Minato until now should suddenly spring to life!
I was starting to think I'd never see them working again. It's been so long.
What we're trying to achieve here is crucial to the survival of the town. The influence of the kimono is growing all the time, and we have no way to defend ourselves. Sooner or later, we'll be forced to abandon Minato. So after many long discussions among the elders, they decided we should work towards restoring the town's Karakuri to give us the means to fight back. Which is why your task here is to use your skills to wake up this ancient place.
all Minato's karakuri working again. I just can't imagine it.
It's exciting, isn't it?
That will
I
be
have
useful.
memories from my early childhood when they were still working.
The wall is opening up.
And look at the celestial thread weaving its way. Oh, this I have to study.
So, we did it!
Yes, we did! A great success! You played your part perfectly. Thank you so much. Now, let us hurry back to Minato and see the transformation.
Yes. I can't wait to see what's happening around town. Let's go!
Excellent. Fine companionship.
How about this?
This one.
Well done.
ごめん。
Are you over here helping me? Especially with the noob.
Too feeble.
Damn it, gun! Broke it!
It's over.
Too easy! ごめん。
Everything is working again! It's like life has been restored to the whole town. Every karakuri is working again. Oh, then the karakuri at the forge will be... This I have to see!
Well, Natsuma's happy. To be honest, there are dozens of things I'd like to experiment with, too. And if you wouldn't mind, I'll be needing your help with many of them. Wow. Isn't this something? I expect you're dying to look around town. Just think of the dust flying off all those old karakuri as they spring back to life. The bathhouse near the town gates, for example. It couldn't have gone better. And it's all thanks to you.
The town. What would you like to sell me? I very much hope to see you again soon.
Ah, I've been meaning to talk to you. I'm ready.
What is all the commotion outside? Dear Hunter, have you heard the unfortunate news? Of the corpse found along the Blossom Trail. They have identified it was a customer of mine who happened upon the tragedy. On his way to... There is no...
Because it's hogwash. Dansuke wasn't killed by any kemono.
Welcome back. Is my account really so...
It makes no sense. Dansuke, besides, I happen to know he got into a fight with someone from your store the day before he disappeared. If you ask me, you lot did him in, and then tried to No, but Kogyoku isn't one of us. She and her Crimson Treasury patrons can't be trusted.
You see what dreadful ill will befalls me? A hunter's eye is...
Waste of time.
Ah, so you're back at last. Care to explain what's going on? You're... Now, there's a smug smile. Nani? The one on the Spirit Isle? But...
That's enough, Ujishige-san. that bird's as tall as your tail about it, and it gets taller every time. Ujishige-san was escorting a gathering party, it's true. And a child was off. But as for this old samurai's claim that he dispatched it, well...
Yeah. Well, you know, I was just trying to here's that little something I promised you for defeating the Dreadclaw. Right. Now, I have somewhere to be, so...
Because the child that nearly got taken was me, to my shame. You see, I stole away in the boat that my father and the hunters took to the isle that day. When we landed and I climbed out, the Dreadclaw appeared out of nowhere. He was after me. While the other hunters scrambled for their weapons, Ujishige-san ran for cover. I was too scared to move, but he grabbed me and we took refuge in the boat. He claimed, but I think he was trying to stop me getting caught in the fray, to be honest. He got into a lot of trouble with the rest of the hunters afterwards. They were furious that he left them in the lurch. He's got a good heart, you see? But he does love to boast.
Why are all the karakuri suddenly moving? All the right materials in the right quantities? Didn't think you'd come through.
Whoa! Did you manage to find everything already?
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? Now you can push on with your work. Did you thank your new supplier yet?
No. Why? I'm giving a reward, aren't I?
I should think so. But it never hurts to say thanks, you know?
Look, you're the one who asked for the help and... I just want to say, stop being so weird.
Oi, wait a minute! He's always been like that, though. But he's been through a worse. That's no excuse for being crabby. I'll have a word with him.
I just can't stop watching. It's so fascinating. This karakuri can maintain a higher temperature in the hearth. That would mean I could forge various materials I couldn't forge before. So I'll be much more used to you now. To everyone in Minato, in fact. The times I've tried and failed to get all the things in this forge working again. Most of this equipment has been gathering dust, but now it's had a new lease on. Minato could thrive again, like in the old days. And it's all come about thanks to you. I honestly don't know how to express my gratitude. Nothing I could say would be enough. Just... arigato. Thank you so... Now that the karakuri are all working again, I'm eager to gather the materials I need to make these little ones of mine really shine. And it's got me thinking. There's this old hunter's camp up on the highlands to the north of the Blossom Trail. I've passed it a few times when I've been out looking for materials, but since no one's been using it, it's fallen into disrepair. If we could whip it into shape, I'm sure it would be a useful base to head out hunting from, which would be good for both of us. What do you say? Do you want to fix up the old camp together? Just tell me what you need and I'll give it all. Which one are we talking about? If it's weapon care you're looking for, then look no further. Forging. Do you have something particular in mind?
I'll put this here.
How about this?
Are you the hunter who went to the Spirit Isle? The one who made the wheel turn? It made Ji-san so happy. I want... Ji-san said they used to turn back in the day. He told... Oh, Ji-san used to be a merchant. And he told me he saw a piece of its shell. Do you think there really is...
I'll put this here. I'll put this here. Time to move.
Ready to go?
Alright, let's get this new camp set up. We should aim for the highlands to the north, just beyond the Sakura Cave. Here we hunt.
Let's do this! How about this? Let's go. Leaving so soon?
Even better.
are then. Let's get to work. Let me know when you're finished over there. In case it's needed.
I'll put this here. How about this?
The camp's coming together nicely, I think. Time for a break, maybe? We can have a chat while we catch our breath. You came to Minato from the west, didn't you? Along the mountain path. That means you must have walked right around the foot of the sacred mountain. That's what we call it. But it was a sacred place for the hunters of old. Much like I suppose the weather's too inhospitable. Sometimes you see clouds of kocho fluttering around the mountainsides though. It is pretty, but creepy in a way too. They're called eternity ringlets. That particular type of kocho. I suppose in the old days, some people even thought that humans in Kemono turned into kocho when they died. Anyway, ready to get back to work? Let's leave it there for today, shall we? Another one? They're getting very frequent lately.
行くぞ。
Really? Interesting.
It was like a moving mountain. Honestly, I've never seen such a huge and terrifying kimono.
It reminds me of something I read in the records from centuries ago. A giant kimono ripped across the land. The castle, the town, the people, all were swallowed in rock. If this is the same creature, it would explain the frequent tremors we've been experiencing recently. Even the strange behavior we observed in the other kimono could be traced back to this giant.
All my life I've lived in Minato, and I had no idea such a kimono lived so close.
Well, kimono only stray outside of their territory in exceptional circumstances, and they rarely show themselves to us. Remember, all kimono, no matter how big or small, are sustained by the same energy, celestial thread. And since celestial thread is ubiquitous, they have no need to wander in search of it.
But then, why has this kimono... could it be because there's no thread left in its territory, perhaps?
Yes, that's my hypothesis too. I believe our giant is hungry. Now, we recently flooded our town with celestial thread by restoring the karakuri on the Spirit Isle. So, unfortunately, we've made Minato look rather appetizing.
But that's terrible. That means this kimono is going to expand its territory this way and swallow us up.
I wish I could fault your logic, and I'm afraid we can't reverse what we've done. I had a nagging feeling that something might go wrong, but not this wrong. If only I had investigated the possible outcomes more thoroughly.
No one's to blame. None of us could have anticipated this. We didn't know anything. Wait. Didn't you say you'd encountered this bear once before? Heading from the sacred mountain towards Minato?
Oh. So that means it comes from a habitat to the north. And you're saying it was on the move even before our... But no, we don't have time to be pondering the cause. We must decide how to act, and quickly. Are you serious? I realize your hunting skills are exceptional, but no single person could dispatch a beast of that size! Even if everyone in town pulled together, the best we could hope to do is give it a nasty surprise to begin with before... No, come on, Suzuna. You owe it to Minato to fix this. Think now. Going along the Harugasumi Way, its enormous bulk will mean it has to descend into the river. If we can position Karakuri along the bluff, we might be able to defeat it before it hits the town. I think that's the only workable strategy at this point. I'll talk to the elders about preparing the necessary Karakuri. What I need you to do is buy us some time. Without a chance to prepare, I'm afraid we're doomed.
I wonder if I could... Sorry, I need to go and test something. Meet me later at the forge.
It's going to take all we've got to overcome this threat. The town needs your help now more than ever. Believe me, I'm doing everything I can think of.
I'll organize. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list.
Here we hunt. Let's lay off.
In the wise words of my... We'll follow your lead.
sorry to run off in the middle of a conversation like that, but I had an idea that couldn't wait. I'll come straight to the point. I need some kimono materials, and I need them fast. I started playing around with some new innovations after all the karakuri came back to life, you see. And I think I might have come up with a weapon we can use to fight that giant kimono. It's clearly a rock kimono of some kind, isn't it? Did you notice how its body was covered in deep crevices? And how kocho were fluttering around those parts? In the same sort of way that they swarm over the corpses of kimono, or their wounds. Well, if those, we could target them from the ground. Which is why I really need those materials. I'm basically after a large quantity of iron sand. More than we have time to dig out of the ground, though. But I've remembered that Nobu mentioned a rumor about a kimono that scatters iron sand. I'm sorry to be asking yet another favor, but do you think you could help? You've got them already? This is... arigato. I should be able to put... It won't take long. This is a matter of personal pride. I'm going to make the greatest weapon you've ever seen in the shortest time imaginable. Blacksmith.
In the wise words, you want to know what's still... In the wise word, we'll follow your lead.
Is there even the largest of... I'll do whatever I can to help. I'll do whatever. I really don't know how effective my weapons will be against that. I'll do whatever I can. I'll do whatever I can to help.
All right. How are your preparations going? I don't remember the last time I was this busy. But at least we're more or less ready now. The karakuri are being installed as we speak. Along the route I predicted the Kuninarashi will take, following the old Blossom Trail. It's somewhat hobbled together by people working outside their areas of expertise, but it's the best we can manage. I've had to work the carpenter's fingers to the bone. But everything should be in place the next time the giant earthbreaker stirs. The Crimson Treasury has supplied an assortment of forbidding items, too. I'm a little curious as to why Kogyoku had so much gunpowder in stock, to be honest. Still, ignorance is zen, as they say. Best to just accept it graciously and avoid asking too many questions. I know the wretched creature is only searching for sustenance, but we have to protect our own interests and lives. This is a battle we cannot afford to lose. That's why we've pulled out all the stops. But now, it all falls to you. I'm delighted to hear you sounding so confident. Perhaps the new weapon Natsume has developed has something to do with that. Still, anything could happen out there. Make sure you have all the right equipment in full working order. Oh, and Togahime wanted to speak with you. I suggest you show your face before we're plunged into battle.
Protecting Minato means everything. Your efforts put me to shame. Protecting... I really don't know how effective my weapons will be against that huge creature.
I see the citizens are expending every effort for our town. Yet you are charged with the most onerous task. Are you ready for the battle ahead? In that case, may I take a moment of your time? There's something I would like to explain before you head into battle. I have been seeking assistance from Minato, but every clan is embroiled in the wars raging to the west. All have refused me outright. Even my own Ago clan offer no support. None of them, including the head of the clan, my father, have the slightest interest in Minato. In their eyes, it is worthless, good only for its inevitable destruction by Kemono, a fate they hope I, its steward, will share. Forgive me, none of that is your concern. I am powerless to do anything, but circulate through the town and offer encouragement to the citizens. So I have no choice but to implore you, an outsider, to shoulder the burden of Minato's destiny. Please lend my home your strength.
Has a proboscis for nutrient extraction and an organic radio transceiver for communication. Its exterior is heavily scarred, with markings that suggest a military background as a major in a Russian armored infantry division. Discovered in Wisconsin in 1989, Major Bellatron was wounded, malnourished, and delirious upon recovery. Now contained in a specialized cell at Site 17 and undergoes weekly psychological assessment to maintain mental health.
It's on the move!
Well, the cannon is ready for action. I just hope it holds out. It's never seen a battle like this before. I wish that Kemono would leave us alone. But it's too late for wishes now. Good luck.
This is it! Yosh! Clear the decks! Buy us the time we need. I know you can do it. Try to attack it from the bamboo grove. We've got the flying vine we use for scouting. Might come in useful.
That will be useful. The old Blossom Trail is being completely flooded with celestial thread. That means we should be able to make use of more karakuri than usual. Finally, something we can turn to our advantage.
Time to move.
Alright, we're there! Crossbows loaded and ready. You'll finally have some well-deserved support. Now's your chance. Don't miss it.
Time to move.
Use the flying vine and close in on it.
Broke it.
Great work. Now let it have it.
Damage done. Too easy.
Nobody else is with you, huh?
No. I've been playing with this I've been playing with this fucking random for like an hour now. And this guy is like, this guy has less marbles than a goddamn porcupine.
You know what the worst part is? Fucking Shinobi and Straw Hat are both on that game.
They're not on the party.
That's what I'm saying, like they can easily be with you. Damn. Even I'm with you, no, I'm not even on that fucking game.
Yeah. I just decided to join some random person's lobby.
Well, I'll stay with you for a little while. No. Anymore.
Dangerously near town now. We can't let it get any closer. This is our last chance. If we can't stop it in the Nanohana field, it's over.
I'm just feeling those verses don't like you anymore.
No, I think they got on like way after I did.
Well, I did too. I just got on.
Yeah, I've been helping this random person that I joined with his game. We spent like 30 minutes playing How to Find Dragon Pits.
How did I get roped
You ever play Wild Hearts?
I have, but I didn't get that far into it.
That's it, that's it!
Okay, you know the dragon pits around the map that you go to level up your area.
This might actually work.
You've been doing that the whole time?
I haven't. The person has been doing it. They're finally, after 2 hours of me being with them, fighting the rock breaker, the earth breaker, whatever. Giant teddy bear of Play-Doh. The easiest boss in the entire game.
What an extraordinary beast!
Let's see, are those guys even with others or are they by themselves?
We're out of options.
I don't know.
Shinobi's by himself. Looks like. What about Straw Hat?
I'm about to create a bladed Wasaga that has a 100% dodge master roll rate.
I've got your back! All the catapults are wrecked. We've had it.
If it reaches us, we're finished. You have to fight before that happens. It's all on you now, Chief.
You're our last line of defense.
Bro, can I like fucking do anything without being like constantly murdered?
Broken.
Fuck you, teddy bear. This dude's like not doing anything. He's just like standing there in awe of a giant teddy bear. Wow. I broke one part off the teddy bear and I killed it with like 3 shots of its other paw. I killed the teddy bear with 3 shots of my cannon.
Should have been 2 shots.
Well, it is a 1-shot critical, so...
Is it?
Did we win?
I feel like the bear was too easy.
Oi! Oi! Everyone! We won! We won!
Yes! Now please let that be the end of it.
Perhaps I underestimated you.
Squeaky chair.
Squeaky chair indeed, sir.
Everybody likes a good grandma chair. Sounds like an old creaky door.
I'm so relieved
relieved you made it back safely after a battle like that. Ujishige-san told me what you did. Defeating that giant kemono on your own, when all the defenses we'd prepared were spent. Togahime has asked to see you. She didn't say why. I imagine she'd like a report on the successful defeat of the kemono. I'll be at the forge if you need me. I have a cannon to repair.
This sake will be languishing in its flask if it wasn't for your efforts. So here's to you, Chief. Kanpai.
Called Good Stars, alongside Nicki Minaj, who he had a relationship with for 12 years. Samuel started his OnlyFans while he was
Minato is saved.
who was also on the list, and they began posting explicit content together.
What a magnificent service you have done for us. I dare not imagine what might have come to pass were it not for you. As steward of Minato, I shall be forever in your debt. I wish to reward your efforts somehow, but...
Mia was quickly discovered by producer Babyface and made many other connections in the music and entertainment
I see. Your temperance is to your credit. Now, as I am sure you are aware, I am afforded no influence over matters here in Minato at all. What can I possibly do? Ah, of course! Ichi!
You called, Hime-san?
The Festival of Returns of which you once spoke. Is now not the time for Minato to celebrate again?
People join to watch my my gameplay of Wild Hearts, and all they hear in the background is me watching something about top 10 OnlyFans.
Indeed, an excellent idea. Allow me to discuss the matter with the elders. I believe they may favor the suggestion, especially since the revival of the karakuri has stimulated such an interest in the ways of old.
Good. I have made a very fine proposal, I think. And should it come to pass,
The girl who did the "Catch Me Outside" phrase makes a whopping 3.7 million on OnlyFans. Ew.
Doesn't surprise me.
we will make all necessary arrangements for the festivities. I am sure you ought to.
But her body's all fake, though. There's nothing natural. Sorry, she makes $4 million on OnlyFans. I like how none of these women are black. What the fuck is a taiga? This guy looks like a ripoff of that fucking, the White Tiger King. Cardi B's not even black. She's Latino. Cardi B makes $9.43 million a month on OnlyFans. I don't even know who Black China is. Anyways, moving on.
What happened?
You're enjoying the
I don't know, apparently Black China, a rapper, makes like 15 million on OnlyFans a month.
Already faltering. So it must be even longer since the festival has taken place properly.
I should make an
I
OnlyFans.
intend to, shortly. I was just doing some research on the Kuninarashi.
I don't know what my future girlfriend will think about that.
Had been dormant for a good 10 years in the region north of here. It must have covered quite some ground, passing the sacred mountain and continuing southeast along the Blossom Trail. I can only presume the arduous journey took its toll, resulting in those
I
fissures
think
the
she'd be
Kocho were
rather
swarming
upset
over.
if I did it, though.
Finally, the great beast succumbed to human hunters.
So what?
I suppose it failed to find suitable feeding ground. Either that or celestial thread levels all over Azumar are waning. There was a terrible war here in this region about 15 years ago. Great forests burned and there was a mass territorial expansion.
So how's Resident Evil 4 going for you?
Which is what drove
The what?
humans out.
How's Resident Evil 4?
The changing flow of celestial thread is
I'm on my most hated part of the game.
Is it where you're playing as Ashley?
I'll continue my research. And
No, actually, I don't mind that part. It's the Salazar fight.
Oh. Wait, is this the remastered or the old one?
Remake. It's the remake. The new one.
Oh.
What? I was just laughing because I mean, I'm only here because Natsume told me to come. I've never been to a big festival like this before. It's actually... Anyway, why don't you go and creep up on someone else now?
I hate Yaruto in this game.
Oh shit.
Yaruto's like the biggest dick of a kid in this game.
Over here.
Lucy's not as bad as Tamura Kazura, goddamn.
As an outsider,
Fuck
some
me.
people were a little wary of you before.
I'd rather
Everyone
not.
will have to accept you now.
Why not? Ass wipe.
Most of us in Minato
You're
welcome
too
people
small.
from elsewhere with an open mind.
That's some fucked up shit.
Most of the town's residents were outsiders once upon a time. In ancient times, there were lots of
You can't
hunters
take a
living
Pepsi
across
can
Azuma,
inside of you.
and they all helped each other out.
That is some fucked up shit, bro. That's all I gotta
When the
say.
samurai rulers gained power, this area became a province overseen by a shugo governor.
I mean, unless you're taking Pepsi cans
Slowly
up,
pushed hunters further
up your
east
rear.
until they were left with nowhere to go.
I
but
could be,
Minato,
you don't know.
Here on the eastern
Doubt
edge
it.
of the region. Generations of hunters have lived here, mixing with others who fled to Minato.
Your ass
to
be
escape.
filled with hemorrhoids.
With your amazing
You be doing the
ability
Bee
to
Gees.
conjure and perhaps
You be
you're
doing the Michael
person
Jacksons
Minato has been waiting for.
every time you sit down.
Come to rescue us from our plight. I'm sure it's because of how you feel about Kemono displacing humans that you've already saved us twice. Anyway, have you been enjoying the
No,
festival?
like, no.
The rite of returns will be...
Yeah. What the fuck? What?
I'm glad.
I can't go anywhere. No! I can't even use my own fucking shit. Here's one.
Yeah, Tucker's definitely cuter. You don't think so? Look at him. Go back up. That's my thoughts. Back up. Tuck's the cutest dog. Hello, good evening.
I love it when my controller vibrates.
Holy fuck.
No.
That's all I got.
Fire liberates the soul. The beast's spirit will return to the heavens and rest until it's reborn in a new body.
It's one of Minato's oldest rites.
It's a load of old hokum. Forget the next life. There's enough to worry about in this one.
I
Isn't that
wonder
right,
if I
Chief?
send this via... Can I send this on PlayStation? Is it possible? Just load on PlayStation? Damn it.
Is that?
The bird of auspice. It's flying so close. It can only be a good omen for our town. Minato will prosper like it once did. Even more, perhaps.
It's funny because you wouldn't know, like, just as I died.
Won't let me send this video. No. Fluffy duckies on a stick.
Forgive me for intruding. Are you awake? There is a matter of some urgency I must discuss with you.
I wonder how many people hate me on Reddit.
Allow me once again to express my heartfelt gratitude for your exploits. Your courage saved
Nobody
Minato from
hates me
devastation.
on Reddit.
But I
Yay.
confess, my blood ran cold yesternight at the sight of the kimono flying
Yesternight? The
I
fuck
had
is
not known the
yesternight?
citizens of Minato call that kimono Amaterasu, the bird of auspice. I wish that its appearance truly were auspicious, but I fear that Minato is rarely so fortunate. Our near misadventure with the Earthbreaker has again made me wonder what more I can do for the town. I had already been consulting with trusted kin on the matter. They suggested bolstering town defenses, since there is a very real prospect of further attacks. Consequently, I have summoned carpenters of the renowned Tsuruhashi clan from the capital. They are skilled at building large structures and well-versed in the use of karakuri.
It is so sad when I have to repeat the entire process of Dead Island 2 to thousands of people.
It will bring great strength to our town. There is, however, one matter that troubles me.
So there's this guy in fucking Reddit who absolutely
but I am told the
hated
ocean is too
Dead
dangerous
Island
at
2.
present. The clan must therefore
Like,
arrive by
this
land.
guy
A journey
absolutely
that could take them through the
hated the game.
Despises it.
The land there was laid to waste
So,
by war,
I'm gonna
and
read
as
you
time
his
goes to
lovely
number, the canyon was
5,000 word essay.
I have arranged for it to be opened so the
He made a 5,000 word essay on it?
So, his title was 10 years. I don't know what games this guy's been playing in the past 10 years, but apparently Dying Light 2 wasn't one of them. Because that was a bad game. Let me lower this. Let me lower fucking Wild Hearts game audio. So I don't want to be screaming over myself. So he said, Dead Island was one of my favorite games of the early 2010s. As far as I'm aware, Dead Island came out in like 2005.
Ready to go?
Whenever I put Dead Island, it gives me Dead Island 2. Where are we going? Why are we doing this? I don't want to go. Dead Island came out in 2011. Are we sure? Yeah, developers were Techland and publisher was Deep Silver. Apparently it came out in 2011. That was a 2005 game. Anyways. Which then makes his logic, like if the game came out in 2011, he said early 2010s, that makes his argument just invalid right there. So he says, I found the open world exploration and quest to be really fun. Dead Island didn't have open world, they were just like massive, single level areas. Same as Dead Island 2, but I mean, it's just more linear. You get told where your quest is, and it's more helpful, and you're not just wandering around the map like a headless chicken wondering where the fuck to go. It's not like the original fucking Call of Duty maps where you have to go on the internet and look up a guide and be like, where the fuck do I go? Is this how you do it? Anyways. He said, and I found I have fond memories of running around Moresby? Anyways, moving on from weird grammar. Killing zombies. When I saw Dead Island 2 announced, I was understandably pretty hyped. I didn't pre-order it, so when the reviews came back mostly lukewarm, I saw it as a good sign. And the first one had the same reviews, and it was one of my favorite games. Enter ×2. The game is awful. I didn't enjoy a single second playing it, and I deleted it from my PS5 library literally the second I beat the game. And I know what literally means. The absolute split second the final credits started, I hit the PS button and deleted it. So you didn't watch the end game Marvel cutscenes. Got it.
So why even bother?
To avoid this being a 5,000 words, here are some bullet points containing the problems this game had and why I hate it so much. 1. The tone of the game is all wrong. There's far too much comedy. The main characters are always saying something comedic and aren't taking a literal zombie apocalypse serious. I mean, I wouldn't take it serious either. I'd be playing it off as a joke. Just be like, sweet, it's a zombie apocalypse, dude. I can get away with murder.
Kind of fucked up that's your first thought. Salazar boss fight is done now, thank fuck.
And he's like, there's literally no reason to care about the characters. The comedy is some comedy is fine, but it's like nobody is even concerned about the flesh-eating monsters overtaking Los Angeles. I mean, by the time you learn that you're fucking immune to the apocalypse, I mean, why the fuck would you really care? Like, oh, I'm immune to the zombies, like, I can just go around and... I mean, bites hurt, of course, but I mean, I'm immune to the zombie virus, so yeah, I'd be in a who gives a fuck moment. Flesh-eating monsters overtaking Los Angeles and are busy filming, he spelled filming wrong, live stream content or chilling on their iPad. 2. There's no reason to be afraid at all for dying. You spawn 5 feet away from wherever you were. There's no punishment for it. I don't know about this guy, but I only died 5 times, and that was because twice I died and fell through the fucking world and had to reboot, so I had to kill myself again. So, and then The other 3 times, one time I accidentally killed myself by walking into fire, thinking I was immune to it. Then the other 2 times were basically just like finding accidental glitches in the map or getting stuck in places where the only plausible explanation was to kill myself or reboot the game. And yeah. And the only time I really died, like actual died to zombies, is when I was playing multiplayer, and yeah, that wasn't fun.
What the fuck?
What?
Hold up. Some unexpected shit going on here.
It's not unexpected. It's expected. So, apparently this guy wants to do story now. He doesn't want to go wander around the map and diddle-daddle like before. Excuse me. I wish this guy would put more fucking buildings everywhere. Oi! Over here! Oh. I'm a sexy panda! So, can I continue reading?
Thank the spirits you came when you did. I suppose you must be a hunter.
Oh.
We all ran like the wind when that giant rat, Sportail was it, came after us. Lorenza, our master carpenter, made a chase her to save the rest of us. I came back to help her, but I'm not having much luck. That's the trouble. I don't know. But I heard a lot of commotion coming from over there. Come, I can show you. I don't imagine there's much I'll be able to do on my own. Please, save. Never been so scared in my life. Forever in your debt.
There we go.
I'm a fluffy panda.
I'm sure you are, sir.
I will be loved and adored by all.
By all fluffy pandas?
By all people who like fluffy pandas.
Here we hunt.
That should do it.
In case it's needed.
Come on. Don't die on me. Damn it.
So, do you want to hear the rest of this lovely story?
Which one?
I'm still reading this guy's lovely
sure.
list of shit. So number 3, resources are far too plentiful. I mean, when you like get finished with the game, yeah, they're far too plentiful. I have like $1 million and $1.5 million.
Jesus.
By the end of the game, I had $150,000 with nothing to spend it on. You get so many weapon drops that you don't even need to buy any weapons. You sell excess weapons all the time to clear inventory space. Just looting a small room in a game gives you enough to fully mod a weapon, which is not true at all, because when you reach late game you need to farm zombie parts, and rooms don't have zombie parts. Number 4. Most perks in the game are awful and not usable. The good ones buff your rage mode damage. The whole appeal of Dead Island 1 was melee zombie killing with weapons, not as a super melee infected steroid mode, where you just destroy everything. Number 5. The game is not open world. I know the first game wasn't open. Dead Island 2 is not, but like I said before, their map sections are pretty big. It'll make you feel like it's an open world, but it's not. That's
a difference in Dying Light as well.
Well, Dying Light is open world, like 100% open world. But in Dead Island 2, they made each section of the map its own environment, whereas like, say, Diablo, where you just get the repeated like skin textures of each zone is a different environment. Now, they all spawn the same zombies, but it's a different environment. Sometimes you'll be on a beach, sometimes you'll be like, say, Venice Beach, for instance. You start in a rural area, like there's like the beach front where you have the beach and all that, and then like if you're coming from the beach you have the city, like you'll have that. Then you have the next area, which is the pier, which has like a bunch of like grill places to eat, like little fast food areas, and a life like Baywatch basically. They have their own little Baywatch area. Then you have like a town, basically the multi-billion-dollar houses area. Like that's the first area. Then you have the sewers, etc. Like each area is its own section, and it's not a repeated area section. This motherfucker just did the runaway.
The man doesn't like Dead Island 2.
I don't know if he actually played Dying Light 2, but I mean...
Well, I meant Dead Island 2.
Yeah, he's not even done with this paragraph. I'm just in a fight. Putting a spore tail with a fucking hand cannon. It's not really easy. What the fuck, dude? Oh god, this person picked the worst voice. Running away! I'm an old granny. Running away.
Sounds annoying.
Very. When they do a finisher, like if they're doing, like using a maul or something, they go, ah! And initiate the final blow. It's so aggravating. Come back here, you lizard. Motherfucker just did a whole fucking U-turn. I hate when Kimono do this.
Motherfuckers. Let's do it up here.
I hate when these guys like do this whole like fucking let's go around the fucking map but end back in the same area. Cool, continuing on. Number 5, the game is not open world. I know the first game wasn't open world. That's not what you said when you first wrote this. But it was big. The maps were huge and allowed for sandbox type of playstyle. The maps in Dead Island 2 are pitifully small. Almost nothing to do except pick up scrap everywhere to upgrade weapons. That's not entirely true at all. There's plenty of stuff to do. This guy didn't like play the game or do side quests or do side loots or any of that. Number 6, the character you play as won't shut the fuck up. Ever. Every single quest, they just murmur to themselves what to do like a robot. Go here, pick this item up, head back. Every quest location is guided. No problem solving at all. That's not entirely true at all. So there's these lost and found quests that apparently this guy didn't do whatsoever, where you have to look at the clues that you're given and find out where to go. Number 7, side quests take 5 minutes. I don't know what kind of wall hacks.
I don't know. Like I'm watching like it feels like I'm watching like a YouTube video of like you like dispelling somebody else's like shit.
I don't know what this person did in his game, but I think he like did some wall hacks or some shit. It's like, you look at this. It only takes 5 minutes to do this. What? I'm sorry, I got like 75 hours into the fucking game. The max amount of time you'll get out of the game by yourself is about 60 hours. The game is 60 hours long. The story is about 20 hours. The side quest add another like 15 unless you look up a guide. 15 hours. And if your game runs smoothly, possibly doing story and side quests, you possibly have a walk around like 40 hours max, but if you're trying to get a platinum, it's about 60 hours, because to kill a mutator before it mutates is pretty fucking aggravating, unless you know what the fuck you're looking at or trying to do. Trying to do donk, which is a kill a zombie or hit a zombie with a curveball or melee when they're 35 plus meters away, which technically in game is 55 plus meters away. That's not fun at all. And then you have the whole ninja the shuriken fucking thing, and that's just not fun either.
Ready to go?
Time to move.
This person is not a concern with the Tsukuma whatsoever.
Asswipe.
Time to move.
There we go. Now.
So, and then continuing his thing, and I think the absolute dot. Number 8. Zombie killing is so unsatisfying to an obscene degree. When they aren't bugging out and attacking you through blocks or grabbing you from a mile away, they aren't fun to take down. You swing your weapon the same way and reduce their health. The cool weapon mods in the first game, like a home run baseball bat, are gone. Every weapon feels the same, and honestly, the curveballs are the best way to kill them. I never had fun even once when killing a zombie in this game. So yeah, I despise the game. It was a waste of money and development time. Why did my screen go
He
black?
has some strong convictions.
Why did my screen go black? Did I just get booted from the game? What the fuck happened? This person finally learned how to kick people out of the game? Or did he just teleport us to Minato? Teleported us to Minato.
I'm in good company.
I like how I didn't say that, but okay. So, 11 laters after reading this, and I did my own little, like, whole how I thought the game was. My lovely 5,000 word essay. So, you realize comparing this game to Dead Island 1 and Riptide is an invalid comparison. Reasons why, because they're made from two very different studios. Dead Island 2 went through a 9+ year process to be made. 2014 trailer of Dead Island 2 dropped later that year. Techland dipped out and made Dying Light in 2015. 2016, Deep Silver found a studio who then went bankrupt. Reasons they had too many ideas and not enough resources to pay the people. Late 2016, early 2017, Deep Silver took in a small dev group where they thought of the over-the-top gore following some combat from Dying Light, slayers from different backgrounds. If y'all hadn't noticed, each slayer comes from a different cultural background. To please those who say the R word. In the mid-2017, the devs stole from Deep Silver feature designs from other games, etc. Late 2017, early 2018, Deep Silver brought in Dam Buster Studios to complete Dead Island 2. It was to be released in 2020, but due to COVID being pushed back, polished up and released in 2023. The only reason why we aren't playing Dead Island 3 is because of Techland devs of Dying Light and Dying Light 2. Plus, you could have watched gameplay before buying the game and then dissing on it. And then I point out, it's like, I rated an 8 out of 10. Also, judging by your review, which absolutely was horrible, I feel like you're one of those over salty French fries that fast food restaurants give. Like you enjoyed nothing the game offered, nothing it was the worst game ever to you. I think I forgot how to speak grammar then. Apparently you didn't play Dying Light 2 because god, that game was a mess. But serious, your review reminds me of the side mission in the game about the bad critic review. So there's a side mission in the game about a bad food critic who goes to these like food restaurants and just gives bad reviews. And at the end, the guy was just like, I crave something greasy, like salty and like stuff. And then you find him over at the fucking hot dog place, and he's a fat fuck zombie. And it's just
Dude,
like,
you know what's fucked up?
What?
Shinobi and Straw. I just checked something. Shinobi and Straw Hat are playing together on that game.
I don't care. I'm watching somebody do their story. And like I put, that is what reading this reminds me. But if you enjoyed Dead Island 1 so much, then go play it instead, and you'll see Dead Island 2 has more to offer than getting lost on an island wondering where to go and what the hell to do, and not finding a weapon, etc. When I played Dead Island 1, I was confused as all fuck when I was surrounded by zombies and there wasn't a goddamn weapon in sight. You pick up a fucking flimsy piece of wood and it breaks after 3 hits. Oh, yeah. Best game ever. I'm so glad. But, like, the killing of zombies, dude, it's overwhelmingly gore. Like, if you don't have fun just, like, mutilating a zombie corpse and seeing its fucking intestines fall out, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Like, dude, you hit a zombie across its fucking face falls off. It's like Mortal Kombat, you know when you fucking break somebody's rib and they do that X-ray? It's pretty much like that, except it's real life combat. It's not just like slow frame. Body shatter. And so somebody posted as just like, if you couldn't have fun killing zombies and making use of different ways to kill them, then you weren't playing the game properly. That was the biggest selling point of the game, the crazy ways you could slaughter zombies and the numerous ways to maim them. I don't see how you had no fun. I posted after this is like, judging by the review, I'm guessing they judge every game badly. Person replies, it's like, they don't seem to be a happy person. Like, if you don't enjoy this game, why play it to the very end instead of getting a refund? And then I told him the whole process about like PSN not giving refunds and all that. So once you open a game, it doesn't matter if you play the game for 2 seconds, 5 minutes, 2 hours, 5 hours, completed it, there's no return process on PlayStation. Because once you create a save file, they cannot accept you refunding it. And the reason for this is because back in 2016, back when PlayStation was considered restricted, not trademark, they would refund people's games and the save file would come with the game. And when this happened, they would get things like Anonymous or Squad, Lizard Squad, and they would get like hacked and all that crap. So that's why they stopped taking refunded games, because the save data comes with it. Also, they have to go on your console, delete any like license that you had, and it's just a tedious fucking process. This person's name is Sad Mathematician 570. Said, we just had a threesome LAN party with this and mauled Zed's 12 hours straight, and we had a blast. Gonna do it again soon. It's a shame you didn't like it. Wow. This dude said, thank you, you saved me $70 and got a negative 880 downvote. Damn! So, you know about Reddit, right?
Yep.
You know the rules of Reddit, correct?
Nope.
So, downvotes are the absolute worst. If you get more than fucking 20 downvotes in a single day, you are restricted for an entire month how many posts and comments you can make.
That's
you can only
stupid.
You can only post 5 posts and 5 comments every day. This guy has a negative.
Stupid as fuck.
This guy, well, they do it because they don't want people like trolling or fucking like being dickheads. You know, just creating those trolly posts and not like having a consequence. And if you continue to get massive amounts of like downvotes, your account gets banned. The only reason why.
Can people just give downvotes for any reason?
Yes, pretty much. But after like if you get like 20 downvotes, the message goes into review about why it was downvoted. And if the Reddit like developers or mods of full Reddit think that the message doesn't like have like a real reason for you to get like muted, they don't ban you. Wow, thank you, dude, for kicking me off EA servers because you left the fucking game. Could have told me you were gonna leave. Now I gotta reboot my fucking stream. Thank you, asshole. So, a person that commented on this guy who has negative 80 down. Ah, damn, that's a lot of fucking downloads. If you're not in a hurry, buy it in a big sale. The game is good, but there is so little content for 70/90 bucks. Depends where you live, and they dropped a DLC pack within a week. So, from what I understand, the DLCs will not be about the main game. The DLCs will be about... So they're doing like a Far Cry like DLC. Like every Far Cry game has like this subpart DLC that has nothing to do with the main story. So the first DLC will be some in-game movie called Space Fox Vixen 2055. And it's gonna be like space zombies. Real fun, I guess. I'm not really I don't really want to see fat fire spitting